Yeah, shalom, shalom. Hey, y'all, Basham Kakadash Brakatah, Salakia. The feed had got cut, but I'm gonna pick back up where I left off at, and I'm gonna finish it up, and I'm gonna close out. This is Luke 17 and verse 31 again. It says, "In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back." Okay, you see, because the time is coming, just like during the time of 70 AD. Okay, you see, whenever the Roman army besieged Jerusalem. Okay, you couldn't return back and get all your belongings and your stuff out of your house, man. It was pretty much a loss, man. You couldn't go back and get it. And it's going to be the same thing in this time, man. Okay, you see, it's going to be the same thing in this time, and that stuff also goes into something that's useful, like your wife. Okay, because if your wife is not with you, okay, you can't go back home and get her. You can't go back home and get certain belongings that you want. Whatever the case may be. Okay, it's just a loss. Okay, you see, and it says in verse 32, remember Lot's wife, right? Because Lot's wife, she ended up turning around and looking back, and she was commanded not to do so. Okay, you see, the angel, pretty much gave them a command, just keep moving forward. Don't turn around and look back. Okay, because the Lord is destroying this place. Okay, but ultimately, she had a longer for that place, and she didn't want to let their life go that she had in Sodom and Gomorrah. And you don't want to be in that spirit of Lot's wife, man, having an attachment to this place to the point where when it starts to get destroyed, you feeling some type of way, man, and you don't want to let it go, because ultimately it's going to lead to this. Luke 17 and verse 33, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. Okay, and you saving your life in this time is ultimately going to be by way of you taking that MOTB, all right, that Caragman, because you don't want to let it go. You want to continue in society, all right. Here it is, you seeing that everything is falling around you. Okay, you still want to hold on to this shit. Okay, so that's going to be the way that people is going to be saving their lives, man. Okay, because they don't want to let it go. They don't want to go through the suffering. But the scripture speaks about they that have suffered straight things have matter of fact, let me get there real quick, and then I'm gonna jump back to this Luke. Okay, because either way it go, there's no escaping the straight gate. Okay, suffering is coming, whether you want to welcome it or not. Okay, everybody is going to go through hard times, difficult times, okay, before Lord Yahushua gets here, man. All right, 2nd Ezra 7 and verse 18, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things. All right, straight goes into, STRAIT. All right, straight goes into, a position of difficult situations, difficult situations. All right, and it says straight things and hope for what, right? In the midst of the elect going through the suffering and, the straight gate, they're going to be hoping for why? They're going to be hoping for the kingdom of heaven. All right, they're going to be hoping for the reward at the end of that suffering, man. All right, and it says for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. You see, so you're going to have individuals that's going to go through the straight gate. They're going to suffer also, but they're going to die on this side. The scripture speaks about that in Zechariah, the 13th chapter, about 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die on this side in Babylon the Great, America, man. Okay, but the third shall be left therein, meaning the 1/3, the elect, or the 144,000, and then the men, women, and children. The Lord is going to preserve them. Okay, you see, through remaining faithful, in that straight gate, man. Okay, not trying to save their lives, man. Willing to lose their life on this side, to gain it, whenever Yahushua comes. Okay, you see, because scriptures say, our life is hid with him. So when he come, he's coming, he's bringing us our life. All right, he's gonna have our life with us, man. I mean, with him, and he's gonna, give it unto us, man. A new life, okay? Where we can be Israelites, where we can, we don't have to hide, we don't have to, Clark Kent, okay? You see, what did Yahweh say, man? He said, the devil cometh not but to steal, kill, and to destroy. He come that we may have life, and that we may have it more abundantly, man. Okay, you see, but going back to Luke 17 verse 33, it says, Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. And you see, so there you go, man. If you trying to, save your life, you're gonna lose it. On this side, Babylon the Great, man, because this place is destined for destruction. All right, what it say? The fashions of this world, passeth away. Let me see. Let me get there real quick. So you trying to hold on to it? You're gonna go right along with it. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 31, and it says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You see, the fashion of this world passeth away. The things people do, all of the shit, that people uphold, everything, man, the mindset, everything is gonna pass away, with that great noise, man, that nuclear destruction. So everything that people long for, that they love dearly, these cars, their careers, everything, man, everything about Babylon the Great America is gonna pass away. So you're trying to hang on to it and hold on to it, you're gonna perish right along with it. And that's a mindset that you don't want to have going into Jacob's trouble. Okay, you want to ultimately be in that mindset of our forefathers, man, like Moses. I went into that. He endured it. He forsook Egypt. Not fearing the wrath of the king. Okay, because the time is coming where we're going to be persecuted. They're going to come down upon us prophets. With great wrath. Okay, but we have to remain faithful until the end, and the Lord is going to make a way for us to escape. He's going to deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, man. All right, and we have to believe that. Okay, so just a quick lesson. Just finishing up on when the feed had got cut. Okay, so Lord willing, it was edifying to the point. In closing, I'm going to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, shalom.